Let's get into contenders and pretenders, man, as we wrap up the NFL portion of this. We're gonna do like not really rapid style, but quick answers with this. This weekend, big time wins by the Baltimore Ravens, big win over the Seattle Seahawks, big win by the Cincinnati Bengals, who are Joe Burrow looks healthy. They moved up with a win over Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Man, my question to y'all if they haven't already, have the Ravens and the Bengals officially entered the contender ring with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs? Mikey, I'm gonna go to you first.
Yeah, 100%. If y'all remember, week one when we did our first show of the season, I said I like the Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl, and I like Lamar Jackson to win MVP. So I'm definitely interested. I have keen eyes on that one, but everybody was panicking on Twitter. Everybody was saying Joe Burrow's ass this. Oh, they paid him that. He wasn't healthy. He is clearly healthy now. The Bengals are back looking like them. Baltimore Ravens, this is the best offense that we've seen Lamar Jackson have around him. And just the way it's flowing, their defense is really good. So I got them as the favorites, and I actually have both of them over the Chiefs for me, just because of their talent. But I have those two definitely in the contender pile for the AFC.
Bang, what you think, man?
They never left for me. I just think, sometimes certain things happen at the beginning of the season. Joe Burrow wasn't pretty healthy to begin the season, but he is now, and you see what's up. And even though I had the Jacksonville Jaguars, and still pretty confident that they'll be okay and be in the title hunt this year, and I'm keeping a keen eye on that too. When you look at the defense of the Baltimore Ravens, along with what they're getting with Lamar, it's scary, fam. And I might have them as my favorite to win the AFC right now due to everything you got. Like that Roquan Smith trade. I hate the Bears for that trade. Let's just say that.
Ryan Pose, you motherfucker. Anyway, I mean, I said at really the beginning of the season, I said I wasn't worried about the Bengals. I was worried about Joe Burrow's health. That's what I was worried about. I was worried about that calf. Anytime you get a calf injury, you get worried. That leads to Achilles, that leads to ACLs and things like that. So that was my fear. He's healthy. That man is balling. That was my only question. It was never the team. The defense has been playing well. T. Higgins had a big game last night, which is what you really wanted to see. You get him involved. You're spreading the ball. They look really untouchable right now. Not really untouchable. They look on fire. That AFC North is very competitive right now. I think every team is at least like 5-3 or something like that. Like the Bengals.
Yeah, they will all make the playoffs right now.
Yeah, they will all make the playoffs right now. So that's a crazy division. And you talk about the Ravens. They will be playing the Ravens in 10 days on Thursday Night Football on the 16th in Baltimore. That's going to be a game. Maybe the best Thursday night football game on the schedule. And then even what you bringing up, Bang, with the Jaguars, they play the Jaguars on Monday Night Football in a month from now. So there's going to be some big matchups there. I'm really impressed by Baltimore. I'm really impressed by Lamar. They're just blowing dudes out. And I think what makes it even better for them, to me, how they're officially contenders is because just how Roquan and that defense is playing. But and not in typical Ravens fashion where the defense is doing well. You hope the offense scores. The offense is doing their thing. The new offensive coordinator brought in there, he's been doing thing, and it really looks like to me Lamar is throwing the best he's ever thrown in his career. Now, I understand my faith with the Chiefs is squarely just off respect for Pat and not really what I'm watching, because the defense is great, defense is top 5, and this offense looks disgusting. But Pat said after the game, we're gonna get this offense together, and it really felt like he was threatening me when he said that. So I'm gonna believe that he will eventually get it together. So I do have them up there and with the Eagles, and I think the Eagles proved yesterday against the Cowboys that they're still the top dog in the NFC. But to me, the Ravens and Bengals are neck and neck, and I really want to see what this game is going to look like in 10 days. Dante, what you think about the Ravens and the Bengals?
I agree. I mean, it was never time to panic. It was, always, even though it's NFL, unlike other teams, only 16 games, but it was never time to panic. It was still early. Joe was hurt, I think, with Lamar, getting the new offense in there. And finally, him, throwing the ball. That's what I like to see. The fact that, he still has that threat. But you've seen them build an offense where Lamar doesn't have to do all of that. He could go out there and just play quarterback, old school way, and really do his thing. What he did at Louisville, people always act like it's just was so far fetched to think that he could, get out there and throw the ball, but that's what he did at Louisville, along with the amazing running play. So, I think, like Mikey said, we both picked him to go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. So they were always going to be the contenders in my eyes. And with the Bengals, you finally got a healthy Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow was a problem. We already know that. So they finally arrived. Nobody should have expected them to not get there unless Joe Burrow had torn that Achilles. That was the only way I was going to take the Bengals off my list. But now that he is fully healthy, like you said, it's going to be a battle. Like, that's a great division. I think that's going to be something to watch, like all the way to week 17.
Let's go. We're gonna do kind of rapid fire on this. I've got 4 teams. I want you guys to tell me whether you think they're pretenders or contenders. Let's start with the Miami Dolphins, man. The Dolphins have yet to beat a team of real actual substance. They were getting blown out by the Chiefs last night in Germany. Not last night, it was early morning for me. I only saw a quarter of that game. But they were losing 21-0. They came back, cut it down to 1-score lead. Mikey, are the Dolphins contender or pretender to you?
Bum slayers until proven otherwise. Their inability, and they're showing the blueprint these last couple of weeks on how to beat them. If you could stop the run and you could stop their dynamic run game with the RPOs and the things they do with Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr., then I think once you force Tua into passing situations, defense are able to key in on that. And kudos to the Chiefs. The Chiefs had an amazing game plan on Tyreek Hill. They defended him the right way. So I got the Dolphins as pretenders until proven otherwise.
Bang, contender or pretender for the Miami Dolphins?
I'm gonna go with contender. Like at the end of the day, get in the playoffs, get you a nice little record. Anything can happen. So I'm gonna go with contender.
Dante, how you going with it?
Contender. I still say contender, even though they have, like I said, let me down every fucking chance they got so far, every time I pick them. But I'm gonna still go with contender with that offense and that getting Jalen Ramsey back, getting him back into the fold and allowing him to, really get back into a groove. I think they're still gonna be contenders when it's all said and done.
I'm going to say pretender. The reason I'm gonna say that is I need to see them be the team that actually means it's worth a damn. I think that's really what I want to see. They haven't done that to anybody. And I feel like they're a team where like they have to be they have to have home field advantage. They don't have home field advantage. I really think they have no shot whatsoever against any of these actual good teams. Let's go to a team that we talk about every year. Everybody in media talks about this team. The Dallas Cowboys completely screwed the pooch last night in a game they should have won. A game that both teams are trying to give to the other. For me, the Cowboys are always pretenders. They're gonna be a pretender until these niggas actually get to at least the NFC Championship game. So nothing I saw last night was shocking to me. This is Dak Prescott. He balls out and then he does some stupid shit towards the end. It was bad coaching. I don't understand how on the play on that drive where they got stopped, not the last drive, but the drive before that, and you don't give the ball to CD. So I'm gonna give the Cowboys, they're pretenders, man. Mikey, what you think about Cowboys?
I actually like the Cowboys to be contenders. I think just because their defense can do enough, they still have an elite pass rusher and Micah Parsons, and Dak is serviceable. Their offense is able to find success. CeeDee Lamb had over 120 receiving yards. Not to mention, they are in a tough division. The Eagles do have a tough schedule coming up, but I don't see the Eagles giving up that division lead, right? So say if you put the Cowboys in a wild card spot, they might find themselves in a reasonable game playing the winner of the NFC or the NFC South. So that's a matchup that's very winnable. They could probably win a playoff game there. So I'm gonna ride with them just because I think everything might fall in line for them to get to get some easy wins late in December and January.
Bang, what you think?
Come back. I'm still
come back. All right, go ahead, Dante.
It always comes back to Officer Prescott for me. Like that's what it comes back to. What are we gonna get from Dak? Like the pieces have been there. You lose Diggs for the season. That's fucking tough. But this is a team that at the end of the year they're gonna be there. And like you said, it's an extremely talented ball club. So I'm gonna say contender. I'm gonna say they are contenders. Even in that division, we know Philly is gonna probably beat them again, but I'm gonna go contender. I'm gonna say contender.
I guess I'll go contender. I guess. I mean, it's just one of those teams that's good, but is one of those years that that maybe can become a Super Bowl, not a title, but at least a berth, and we'll see what happens from that. So, I guess I'll go Contender, and I don't want Mike to kill me.
Final one. Buffalo Bills. Contender or pretender? This one to me is the toughest one because I am a Josh Allen guy. But I'm off the bandwagon. I'm off the Bills bandwagon. I'm not off the Josh Allen. I'm off the Bengals bandwagon. At this point, this nigga has 10 interceptions already. Like, he's gonna finish with probably over at least 15 at the bare minimum. He gets a pick a game. There's times in the game where when him and Steph are on, it's very hard to find a 1-2 combo that's better than them two. I'm gonna have them as officially a pretender. I have nothing to say about them because they have not come up to the plate every time that they've had an opportunity to. So I'm gonna name them pretenders. Mikey, who you got? Yeah,
Pretenders. We said it from week one. We thought they were going to be the team that would be on notice at the end of this year. Losing Tremaine Edmonds, then they lost Matt Milano when they played overseas. That's the heart and soul of their defense. Their defense is giving it up. The offense isn't really clicking. Outside of Stephon Diggs, they don't have a number two. They just recently started incorporating the rookie Dalton Kincaid. So it seems like there's some building there, but Gabe Davis is absolutely a zero out there. So I got them as pretenders because at the end of the day, we know Josh Allen is always liable to do some goofy shit when it matters.
Josh Allen is not playing up to par. You kind of realize that Brian Daboll was probably more essential to that team than even we thought, because the transition from him going to the Giants to what's been going on the offensive side, I mean, it is what it is on there. They still really haven't embraced running the ball. I think they should have taken advantage of some of these trades that's desperately been needed for them on the running back side. I mean, I think it has been some people that's available, but they think James Cook is the answer. I don't know. And Colin Cowherd had said something today that I saw that I think that I don't necessarily agree with him a lot, but I think he got a point. Sometimes head coaches got caps. And you look at McDermott, and you look at what McDermott has done, especially without Dayball right now. And it looks like shit compared to what they could be. So I'm going to call them pretenders. Plus, they cost me $10,000. So
well, there you go. It should be fucking whoever. Dante, what you got?
No, I'm agree. Pretenders for every reason everybody else just named. I think this is a team that, they may have to take a step back to finally take that step forward. That's something they're gonna have to sit there and figure out in-house, but it may be, like you said, time for a new voice. But I think they're starting to hit that wall in terms of what they can be. I still think Josh Allen is talented as fuck, but the turnovers are an issue. And at the end of the day, what we all know, what we've all seen is it's extremely hard to win football games when you're turning the ball over. So until they get that fixed, I gotta go pretender.